Hey everyone, I'm excited to be with you today. My name's Gareth. I'm a product manager for DevOps here at Atlassian. And today I'm going to be doing a deep dive into Atlassian Open DevOps, a toolchain experience for the entire software delivery lifecycle. It's built around our core software tools, but extends to our partner tools so teams can work how they want in the tools they want without sacrificing coordination. So we built Open DevOps because the decision that a lot of companies faced was for their development tooling was either best of breed or all in one, which felt like an ultimatum. We would see companies consolidate all their tools into a single vendor and resign themselves to a disjointed best of breed tool chain. But tool consolidation results in teams settling for good enough tooling and ways of working instead of great. At Atlassian, we believe that the best development tool chains require the flexibility to support multiple tools. With the launch of Atlassian Open DevOps, it's no longer a compromise. Teams that build software can focus on shipping value to their customers, while we take on the complexity of integrating the tools of choice and making sure that their work just flows. So introducing Atlassian Open DevOps. The default DevOps project in Open DevOps is built around Jira Software, Bitbucket, Confluence, and Opsgenie. However, teams can swap in the tools they're already using, whether that's GitHub or GitLab, or Jenkins or Circle CI, or any other tool that the team is using. Just like there's no one way to do DevOps, there's no one tool chain that works for all teams. Open DevOps is meant to be connected with any of the tools that is used for software development. Today, we already have integrations with testing, security, feature flagging, and observability vendors in Jira for Open DevOps. In the future, we will be removing the friction to get started with third-party apps in Jira and bringing in more of the development cycle directly into Jira. We want to make sure your best-of-breed toolchain feels like an all-in-one. So in order to get access to Open DevOps, you'd sign up for Open DevOps at atlassian.com/solutions/DevOps. When you sign up for Open DevOps, we'll automatically provision and connect free versions of Jira Software, Bitbucket, Opsgenie, and Confluence. And you can upgrade these tools individually at any time or swap them out for third-party tools of your choice. If you're an existing customer, you can head to atlassian.com/solutions/DevOps, and we'll provision and connect the tools that you don't have already. If you already have tools connected that you want to use, then no worries. You can create a new project, opt to make it connected, and we'll prompt to link you together the appropriate containers, such as your repos or your spaces. So for instance, if you already have GitHub or Confluence, you can link their containers at the point of project creation. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through a demo. Okay, let's walk through what happens when you've created your project. So once you've done that, you'll land in Jira with some demo content to help you get oriented. We've loaded your Jira project with demo issues and a quick start guide to get you orientated, which you can see here on the right-hand side. In addition, we've automatically turned on features like code, deployments, on-call, and pages, and connected it to the other products in Atlassian Open DevOps. Here you can see that Jira is really the hub of your development toolchain. If you don't need certain features, you can easily toggle them off in the features page. This will remove them from the navigation so your team aren't confused with irrelevant tabs, but you can also just toggle them back on in the future. Okay, let's take a look at what it might look like to use Atlassian Open DevOps across your team. So imagine your team is tasked with shipping and operating an application. And as a team lead, you'll be managing the process. So you can start with Jira's roadmap feature to create an epic for the development. You can see here's one that I created earlier. And while your team will use Jira to break down and track the work, they might also use Confluence to brainstorm and create spec pages. You can easily access Confluence and the rest of the products in Open DevOps directly via the app switcher. So as you create pages in Confluence, you can easily reference it from Jira by clicking on the Pages tab here. So if I go ahead and click Confluence, here you'll see the pages that we automatically created in Confluence, making it easy for your team to get the full context of what's going on. And Confluence has a bunch of templates to help you get started with your work, such as change management templates, runbooks, and post-incident reviews. So let's hop back to Jira. Open DevOps project. So let's say you've planned your bigger roadmap, you've written your specs, and you're ready to start development work. Your dev team likely plans and breaks down their work into issues. And issues are discrete units of work that include things like stories and bugs, feature requests, etc. You can use the default workflow in Jira to create your own by adding additional columns to the board. And you can see some of the additional columns that I've added to this board here. Use the board to create issues that help you prioritize and track your work. So your development team likes to work in their code tool of choice, but the business is running on Jira. So Open DevOps is built to give you the best of both worlds by bringing together that development context in Jira and minimizing the needs for status updates and context switching. So let's see how you'll be able to tie your code that your developers are working on and shipping with the work issues in Jira. So if I open this issue here, you can see that on the right-hand side, there is the development and releases panel. So as long as your development team are including issue keys in your commits, branches, or pull requests, this development information will automatically appear on these Jira issues. In addition to that, we also have the code page. So I click into that code page. This is a page that anyone on the team can use to get an overview of the different repos that the team is working across. It's automatically surfaced right in Jira, as long as, again, your team is including issue keys in their commits and pull requests. Jira will automatically pass out the repo information and display it on the page. So all software teams ship code, which is why we built this deployments page. So as long as your development team are in the habit of using issue keys in their commits, Jira will automatically track those issues with those commits through to them being deployed. It will populate that information on this deployment timeline, as you can see here. And so you no longer have to ask the team what is shipped. Has that feature been shipped yet or not? You can come here and get a real sense for that. You can also filter this view by different things. So we've added environment, epic, and the type filter. So if there's specific environments or specific epics or even issue types that you care about, you can go and filter this view by those things. So deployments in Jira surfaces all the deployment information showing what value has shipped to customers and when across any CI/CD provider. So from Bitbucket pipelines to leading third-party vendors such as Jenkins, Azure DevOps, Circle CI, Octopus Deploy, and JFrog. Now that your team has shipped value to customers, has shipped things to production, you're probably wondering who's on call for those services and those things that you've just deployed. And this is where the OnCall schedule comes in. So OnCall tab and page syncs directly with Opsgenie to display the OnCall schedule to the entire team so that they know who to contact when things break. Not that they ever do, of course. Cool. And then lastly, I want to show you the automation capabilities that we have, which I'm sure a lot of you will find valuable. There's lots of opportunity to automate processes, and teams using Open DevOps can create powerful workflows across all of their development tools with Jira's automation engine, keeping work in sync with development activity and saving time for everyone. So if I go to automation action at the top right-hand side on the board, and we'll go to manage automation rules. You can see here that I have already created 2 automation rules. So let's go and have a look at this one here. So with this first automation rule, we've configured it to respond to a pull request trigger. So what this is doing is that when I create, or the team creates, a pull request, then it transitions the issue from in progress to in review. Again, negating the need for that manual intervention and those manual updates. And here's another example of an automation rule that I've set up. And this is responding to a commit created trigger. So when that commit is created, I transition the issue from to do to in progress. Again, just another example of automation options that you have with our automation capabilities here in Jira Software. So automation rules are really great in removing the need for manual updates and just generally overall improving your software delivery process. There's plenty more to dig into, but we think the best way of getting to know Atlassian Open DevOps is by trying it out for yourself. To learn more about the other products in Open DevOps, we recommend checking out the individual product demos on our website. We're excited to see how your teams will use, customize, and extend Open DevOps. And even more importantly, we're excited to see what you build with it. In the future, we'll continue to make it easier to get started with third-party apps by adding them as one-click connections to Jira in future milestones. Get started with Open DevOps today by visiting atlassian.com/solutions/DevOps. And that's a wrap. Thank you for taking the time to allow me to deep dive into Atlassian Open DevOps.